I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. A dangerous situation in Monticello last night. Firemen from several Orange County departments were battling a 3-alarm blaze that broke out early this afternoon in an apartment complex in the town of New Windsor. Responding firefighters reported heavy smoke and fire in several apartments at the New Windsor Garden apartment complex at Route 9W and Route 94. Initial reports from the scene were that the fire, which began at around 2 p.m., had engulfed at least 4 apartment units in the 2-story complex. No immediate word of any injuries. Keep clicking back here at Record Online for updated information from the New Windsor Garden Apartments fire scene. A dangerous situation in Monticello last night, where a wanted man was arrested, but not before he led police on a high-speed chase through the village and damaged a police car. Officer Eric Humans spotted Ronald Livingston behind the wheel of a car on Broadway. The 31-year-old Monticello man was wanted by village police for an assault and for parole violation. A chase began that finally ended in the Rutherford School parking lot when the suspect's vehicle collided with Humans' patrol car. The officer wasn't hurt, but his vehicle sustained some heavy damage. The list of charges against Livingston include felony reckless endangerment, resisting arrest, fleeing a police officer, aggravated unlicensed operation of a motor vehicle, marijuana possession, and 26 tickets for various vehicle and traffic violations. There's been another area drowning, this one Sunday in Silver Mine Lake at Harriman State Park. Park police say the victim, 26-year-old Slawomir Kelcha of Wallington, New Jersey, was floating on an inflatable mattress when he fell in and went under. Witnesses got him out of the water, but he was later pronounced dead at Good Samaritan Hospital in Suffern. Silver Mine Lake is located off Seven Lakes Drive. Signs around the lake tell park visitors that swimming is prohibited. In Ulster County, the SPCA has seized a number of animals from a farm on Church Road in the town of Woodstock. Agency investigators say the farm animals had been neglected and were suffering from a number of medical and health problems, including malnutrition and infections. According to the investigators, the house itself was saturated with ammonia and fecal waste. Charges of failure to provide proper sustenance are pending against the owner, Louise Garicchio, who also faces more than a dozen misdemeanor charges under the state agriculture and markets laws. Teens and a few adults wore hoodies Sunday during a special service at Newburgh's Ebenezer Baptist Church to honor the memory of Trayvon Martin and to protest the acquittal of George Zimmerman, the neighborhood watch volunteer found not guilty of second-degree murder last week for the fatal shooting of the black Florida teen. The service featured a sermon from Reverend Bruce Davis, who urged nonviolence while asking parishioners to stand up for what's right. Over the weekend, thousands of people attended rallies across the country to protest the jury's not guilty verdict. Service got back to near normal today for morning commuters on Metro North's Hudson Line, 4 days after 10 cars of a 24-car freight train hauling garbage derailed in the Bronx. MTA officials said all trains were running with scattered delays of up to 15 minutes. The derailment affected service on the line between Poughkeepsie and Manhattan. The damage was so substantial that only one of the 2 tracks was put back into service today. The National Transportation Safety Board is attempting to determine the cause of the derailment. They must have been a blur to the drivers on Interstate 84 in the town of Greenville, where the speed limit's 65 miles an hour. But around 10:30 a.m. Sunday, state police clocked 4 motorcyclists going 138 miles an hour. 42-year-old Charlton Paul of Chester, 39-year-old Jaime Ayala of Hopewell Junction, 45-year-old Stephen Fields of Walden, and 32-year-old Felix Pagan of LaGrangeville are now scheduled to appear in Greenville Town Court August 14th. It was the only major battle of the Revolutionary War to be fought in our region, and Saturday people gathered in the Sullivan County hamlet of Minisink Ford for a memorial service to honor those who lost their lives during the Battle of Minisink 234 years ago today. The 1779 battle would be a decisive British victory, with colonial troops sustaining heavy losses, 48 killed and 1 captured. Saturday's memorial service at Battleground Park featured members of the Navasing Long Rifles with the American Legion and VFW. Earlier today, local members of the American Legion and Veterans of Foreign Wars took part in a commemoration service at the Menacing Battle Monument in Goshen to remember the Goshen area militiamen who lost their lives. And Stony Clove Creek in Phoenicia was chock full of waterfowl Sunday afternoon, only these ducks were of the plastic variety, and the people who bought them were helping raise money for the Phoenicia Rotary Club. This was the club's 24th annual Crazy Quacker Duck Race, and folks lined the creek to cheer on the ducks. Fundraiser also included 5th Phoenicia Rotary Regatta for kids ages 6 to 12 with balsa wood boats the kids built from kits. Proceeds go to a number of Rotary youth programs, including scholarships for Onteora High School graduates. It'll stay warm out there this week, but it won't be quite as humid. Tuesday will be mostly cloudy with a threat of late-day thunderstorms. The highs will be in the low to mid-80s. Wednesday will be partly cloudy with again the chance of a passing thunderstorm or two. Temperatures Wednesday will also reach the low to mid-80s. Keep tabs on what's happening throughout the day right here at Record Online and get the information you need to help start your day by reading the Times-Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.